research shows that the disruption we've been experiencing challenges the traditional definitions of the role of a leader, and that the best leaders are those who forge ahead and rise stronger, and those who navigate frequent changes, consciously and with empathy, with a high degree of emotional intelligence.
I have to listen to the people, learn from the people, and I want to love the people. Truly listen to them in a way that I understand what they're saying and what they're not saying. Learn from them because I don't know the answers, and then love them. Love them as people. Love the person who wakes up in the morning and gets out of bed before they kind of put on their Mavs uniform and all that. Just love them as people.
As many of us adapt to this new hybrid world, this is a moment to truly ask ourselves, how will we prioritize how we work? What tasks are best done in person, if it's possible? What tasks are best done actually virtually? You don't want to be the leader who has everyone come back to the office, has your door shut because you're on video calls all day long. Take the time to celebrate, to onboard new team members, to create that team spirit, to acknowledge what tasks, brainstorm, and creativity are best done physically together.
So when that manager told me you're not technical enough for this, I said, okay, let me see what else I could do. I went around him. Of course, I ended up joining that team. I went to another manager who saw promise. And maybe that's one of the things I hope you take away today, is that when you see something you know you're meant to do, or have even a glimpse of a desire to do it, that you don't take the first answer, even if it's yes.
Omaha needs your ideas. We need your talent and your opinion. We all have something to offer.
Learning to get comfortable taking risks in our lives is going to allow you the chance to really be who you want to be and be doing what you want, not just what the culture tells you. And it's going to continue for your whole life. You're going to change, you're going to shed a lot of skins along the way. You'll be caught in messy middles. Things that are unexpected are going to keep happening. So if you can find a way to enjoy the anticipation of that and play with the possibilities, you're going to be much happier and more successful.
Biggest benefit of partnering with ICAN and the conference is that we're creating a network of women. And these women are powerful, strong, smart.
The benefit to sending attendees to the conference is to give your professionals permission to take a moment away from the day-to-day rigor that we all go through, and really get re-energized, re-devoted, pick up some great professional and personal well-being tips that I think they can bring back to their office place and to their company.
It's all about the little big things. LBT, I've said that, and I think I get that from ICAN, because every time a speaker comes through and gives us a little bit of knowledge, I try to wrap that up, put my style on it, and throw it back out there, because people just need to know that they matter.
Yeah, I would encourage everybody to come to the ICAN conference. For men, I would say come to the conference, listen, learn, and let's get busy. Let's work together to create positive, significant change inside of the Omaha community for our female leaders.
So one of the greatest things that I've noticed is a theme in this conference today is advocating. If you're someone that has a position of power, you can advocate for a young professional. You can advocate for someone who doesn't have the same access to opportunities, so that we can start to form a stronger community.
In a virtual atmosphere, we watched it together. So we actually had a watch party, and I think that added to the experience. Sometimes people get the notion that now that you're in leadership, that you've made it and you don't need to learn anymore. But it's amazing. The more you learn, the more you realize what you don't know. And a conference like that, learning from, folks who have cultivated their craft, I think it just reminds us of how much more we can learn.
But really, the real problem is nothing is going to change, no matter where we work, how we work, until we understand why we don't just do this automatically. We don't do this automatically because the fundamental truth is that we value men's time differently than women's time. We treat as a society men's time as if it's finite, like diamonds, and we view and value women's time as if it's infinite, like sand.
We also can very much do great things. When we come together and we recognize that, sometimes we're not meant to do this alone. When we come together and lean in and lift one another up, we are able to rise and move forward And when we're able to do that, I absolutely wholeheartedly believe those better days are ahead. So to each and every one of you, my invitation is to take that with you.
When we have a setback, we do not come back to where we were before. We are catapulted forward, my friends, into a new awareness, a new maturity, and that is good news.
We have to design new process, new procedures, new ways of doing things in this environment, designed for that world, not the old world. Culture does not live in the walls of our building. Culture lives in the heart of our people.
Think about how you are leading in 2022 in an all-in kind of way. I'm gonna ask you to get a new attitude, a new all-in attitude about leading. That's Patty in the background, new attitude. What will you be intentional about? What new things will you do to recruit, develop, and really retain talent? The great resignation is real. The demand to work in a hybrid environment, to be at home sometime, that's real too. How will you respond to all that? What will you be intentional about?